Time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, February the 23rd, 2023. Brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Church service for Orlando Martyr will be Saturday, February the 25th at 2 in the afternoon at the River of Hope, just north of Muleshoe, with Pastor Jeremiah Miller officiating. Orlando died Thursday, February 16th in Muleshoe. He was born August the 29th, 1983 in Mexico to Jacinto and Eva Galindo Hernandez Martir Ramos. He married Desiree Fieria in Canyon on January the 15th, 2016. Orlando was a wonderful father to all of his children and was an honest, loyal, caring, and loving man. He loved Michelob Ultra and fishing with his son. Orlando was an awesome husband, mechanic, son, and brother. He loved God and the Bible. He enjoyed playing Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto. His co-workers called him John Wayne. Orlando survived by his wife, Desiree, 4 sons, Diego Martir, Josiah Cameron Martir, Isaac Cabozon Martir, and Nicholas Spooky Martir. 3 daughters, Noemi Martir, Eliza Martir, and Genesis Martir. His sisters, Maria Martir Galindo, survive him as well, along with a brother, Ozo El Cacas, his mother-in-law, Maria Ferreira, 2 brothers-in-law, Donald Fieria and Jesse Fieria, and his wife, Lacey. Please keep the Martir family on your prayer list. And repeating church service for Orlando Martir will be Saturday, February 25th at 2 in the afternoon at the River of Hope Church just north of Muleshoe, with Pastor Jeremiah Miller officiating. Graveside service for James Meeson, 96 of Muleshoe, was held on February the 10th at the Bailey County Cemetery, with Dr. Stacey Connor officiating. James died Monday, February the 6th, here in Muleshoe. He was born September the 6th, 1926, in Greer County, Oklahoma, to Jesse James and Sylvia Hazel Hollis Meeson. He married Ethel Lee McDaniel in Clovis on March the 17th, 1948. James served in the U.S. Army during World War II and spent most of his life in farm cells. He is preceded in death by his wife, Lee, a son, Jimmy Lynn Meeson, his parents, 2 brothers, Pete and Arb, and 5 sisters, Kitty, Laverne, Marta, Irma, and Marcella. James is survived by 4 sons, Gary, Gene Meeson and his wife Nancy, Larry Dean Meeson and his wife Linda, Ronald Lawrence Meeson and his wife Ann, and Terry Don Meeson and his wife Paula. 6 grandchildren, 17 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild all survive James Meeson. And so please keep the Meeson family on your prayer list today. Again, the graveside service was held February the 10th at the Bailey County Cemetery, with Dr. Stacey Connor officiating. James Meeson died on Monday, February the 6th, here in Muleshoe. Please keep the Meeson family on your prayer list today. Church service for Cecil Jr. Mills, 95 of Logan, New Mexico, formerly of Muleshoe, was held Saturday, February the 11th at the Calvary Baptist Church, with Jeff Kaufman of Muleshoe officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Jr. died Tuesday, February the 7th in Amarillo. He was born January 14th, 1928 in Cochran County, Texas, to Edgar and Laura Mills, and married Winnie Chambers. Jr. served in the U.S. Army. He worked for the Muleshoe Motor Company for over 50 years and co-owned the Muleshoe Body Shop for 35 years. He loved fishing, hunting, and archery. Jr. was a creative cook and specialized in funny exotic dishes. In his later years, his passion was sewing. His homemade pot holders and prayer pockets are everywhere. He also enjoyed making cards by hand. Jr. was a jack of all trades. He was a member of the Calvary Baptist Church, where he was a charter member. He is preceded in death by his wife, Winnie, a daughter, Gail Morris, a grandson, David Blue, his parents, 3 sisters, Lula Harrison, Sarah McClendon, Louise Mills, a brother Ennis Mills, a son-in-law Ronnie Foshee. Jr. is survived by his son, Jimmy Mills of Logan, 2 daughters, Linda Foshee of Littlefield and Dana Blue of Lubbock, 8 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren, and 11 great-great-grandchildren also survive him. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Calvary Baptist Church, 1733 West Avenue C, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347, or Thomas E. Creek VA Medical Center, 6010 West American Boulevard, Amarillo, Texas, 79109. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Cecil Jr. Mills, 95 of Logan, formerly of Muleshoe, on your prayer list. His church service was held on February the 11th at the Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe with Brother Jeff Kaufman officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Pictured on your screen here in the Muletrain news program, also on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, are the 4 FCCLA students from Muleshoe High School that competed recently in the FCCLA Region 1 Leadership Conference. Cassie Kelly, Margie McCrary, Carly Price. They competed in the redesign and repurpose event. They converted an old wooden nightstand into a children's reading nook. They did all of the woodwork, refinishing and painting. They plan to donate the reading nook to Dillman Elementary at the end of the school year. They placed first in their division and will advance to the state competition. Jaslyn Aguirre competed in the job interview event. She compiled a digital portfolio to include a resume, application, job description, and job-related skills. She then participated in an actual job interview with a panel of judges. Jaslyn placed 5th in her division and advanced to the state competition. They will all 4 compete and in the Texas FCCLA State Leadership Conference, March the 31st through April the 2nd, and it will be at the Dallas Hilton Anatoly. And good luck to them. It again is Cassie Kelly, Margie McCrary, Carly Price in the redesign and repurpose event, and Jaslyn Aguirre in the job interview event. They'll be in competition March 31st through April the 2nd in Dallas in the Texas FCCLA State Leadership competition. And thanks so much to their sponsor, Val McCamish, for getting us this great information and pictures. And again, you can see them all pictured on our screen here in the Muletrain News and the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. And sometime shortly we'll be sharing those on our that picture on our Facebook and Twitter feeds as well. In the coming weeks, the city of Muleshoe, Muleshoe ISD, Muleshoe Area Hospital District have all ordered elections that will be held on Election Day, Saturday, May the 6th, at Muleshoe City Hall for all 3 elections. The city of Muleshoe will be holding a general election to elect District 3 and District 4 council members, currently held by Earl Behrens and Gary Parker. MISD will elect District 2, 3, and 5 board members. These positions are currently held by Curtis Preston, Jeff King, and Jesus Tovar. The Muleshoe Area Hospital Board has 2 seats up for election. District 2 currently held by Alan Spire, and District 4 currently held by Dana Rasco. For those who wish to run, the deadline has already passed. I believe, let me see, the last day to file for election, and this is Friday, February the 17th, so that passed last week. But you still can register to vote. The last day that an individual can register to vote in these elections is Thursday, April the 6th. Early voting for all elections will be held at City Hall, 215 South 1st Street, along with Election Day. The early voting will be 8 a.m. till 5 p.m., beginning Monday, April the 24th, and ending Tuesday, May the 2nd. If you want more information, you can contact Zana Carpenter, our Muleshoe City Secretary, at 806-272-4528. She has given us an update as of the middle part of last week, so we don't have it through the deadline. But this was sent, Monday, February the 13th was our last update on those who have filed for these seats. So there may be a few more. We'll get an update in the next Muletrain news. But City of Muleshoe for District 3, nobody filed to run. District 4, Gary Parker. MISD, District 2, Dusty Stone. District 3, Jeff King. And District 5, Jesus Tovar. And no one filed to run for either the Muleshoe Area Hospital District seats in District 2 and 4. And we'll try to get an update for you for our next Muletrain news program. But again, Election Day will be Saturday, May the 6th at City Hall here in Muleshoe, 215 South 1st Street. We'll be back with more Muletrain news program in just a few moments. This edition of the Muletrain is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Here in Muleshoe at the original Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard, they have a new bar with a bar menu that includes domestic beers, priced very affordably, including Coors for $3.50, Miller Lite $3.50, Bud Light $3.75, Budweiser $3.75, Michelob Ultra $3.50, and Shinerbach $3.75. In their import beer menu, Corona is $4, Tecate is $2.75, Modelo $4, Modelo is special $4, Dos Equis is $4, Pacifico $4.25, Victoria is $4.25, Corona Premier is $4. On their mixed drinks, the Sangria Swirl marked at $9 now. Beer Ritas $11.50. Sangria $8. Sangria wine $8. Strawberry margaritas, frozen or on the rocks, $8.50. Mango margarita, frozen or on the rocks, $8.50. House margarita, frozen or on the rocks, only $8. And the Micheladas with any beer is $8.50. That's the brand new bar menu available now when they're open at Leal's Mexican Restaurant, 1010 West American Boulevard. Victor, Debbie, Angelica, all their employees say come down and try their new bar menu available now at Leal's, the original Leal's, right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center reminds you to get vaccinated, Muleshoe, for you, your family, your community, and for your country. Also available through the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, you can continue your recovery close to home with their swing bed program. If you or a loved one needs more time to heal after an illness, injury, or surgery, the swing bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center can help. Call their swing bed coordinator at 806-272-4524 or go by muleshoehospital.com/recovery for more information. Well, the Muleshoe Art Association Spring Art Show is around the corner, and we will be there to film the critique and the winners that will be announced on Friday, April the 7th at 10:30 that morning at the Senior Citizen Center. So they'll be having it there again at the Senior Citizen Center, but it will be that week. Let me look real fast. Beginning April the 3rd. So we don't have all the information, but we will be getting more as it gets closer. But look for the Muleshoe Spring Art Association Art Show, April the 3rd at the Muleshoe, at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. Thanks so much to Ann Johnson for informing us about that. Well, it is time now for the weather forecast, and we are looking still for a sponsor desperately for our weather forecast here on our Muletrain news programs, as well as our website and our Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook pages. A great place to get your information out to the community here in the Muleshoe area for your church, your business, your organization. Call about sponsoring our weather forecast. My cell phone, 806-566-5881. We'll share your ads here as an audio add in our weather forecasts in the Muletrain news program, as well put your screen ad on the front page of our website in our Muletrain news programs, and share on our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter as well. Well, it's been just crazy windy over the past 3 days here in the Muleshoe area. It will have a little wind today as well, but it won't be quite as bad, so thank God for that. Monday, February the 20th, the high wind gust was 53 miles per hour. That occurred at 12:11 p.m. The high on Monday was 70. The low was 48. On Tuesday, February the 21st, the high wind gust was 47 miles per hour. That occurred at 1:38 p.m. The high temperature on Tuesday was 74. The low was 46. Then yesterday on Wednesday, the 22nd, the high wind gust was the highest we've had all week so far. It topped out at 60 miles per hour. That happened in the evening hours, and boy, if you went outside in the evening, you knew that wind was really going. You could hear it howling. That happened at 6:06 p.m., a 60 mile per hour wind gust here at the Muleshoe Mesonet station 2 miles south of town. The high otherwise was 67 degrees during the day on Wednesday, and the low was 36 yesterday. And so we'll look for some warmer temperatures, possibly. Some cooler temperatures, but less wind in the forecast. And when we get into the weekend, a very possible chance of rain. Looking at our forecast for today, Thursday for Muleshoe, sunny, high near 62. Breezy conditions with a southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing only to 20 to 25 miles per hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight, low around 26. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Mostly sunny, high near 63 on Friday. South-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour, increasing clouds Friday night, low around 35. South-southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then Saturday, a 40% chance of rain. Cloudy, high near 60 degrees. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And let's repeat that. Saturday, a 40% chance of rain. Cloudy, high near 60. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Of course, I hate to mention this to you, but a 40% chance of rain means a 60% chance of no rain. But let's not look at it that way. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope we get some moisture as we desperately need it. A 20% chance of rain before midnight Saturday night. Mostly cloudy. Low around 44. South winds around 15 miles per hour. Patchy blowing dust, so we'll get the wind back for Sunday this weekend. It will start after 11 a.m. Partly sunny, high near 72 degrees. Windy conditions, especially in the afternoon hours with a south-southwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour, increasing to 30 to 40 miles per hour Sunday afternoon. Winds can gust as high as 55 miles per hour. So we'll see the wind come back, especially for Sunday. Sunday night, patchy blowing dust before 7 p.m., mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming clear with a low around 34. Windy conditions with a west wind 35 to 40 miles per hour, decreasing to 25 to 30 miles per hour after midnight. Next week, Monday, sunny, high near 66. Breezy conditions again with a west wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 40 miles per hour during the afternoon hours on Monday. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 32. Mostly sunny on Tuesday, high near 70. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 39. Wednesday, partly sunny, high near 68. And again, we're looking for a sponsor for our weather forecasts. Call us, please. If your business, your church, your organization wants to sponsor our weather programming, 806-566-5881. That's my cell phone, and we can help set you up with a great advertising package to get your name and face and your word out to the Muleshoe area. Well, there will be a fourth grade patriotic music program titled We Honor You. It will be performed at the Carrymore Auditorium at Muleshoe High School on Friday, March the 3rd at 1:45 in the afternoon. Everyone is welcome, according to the DeShazo music specialist, Susan White. She is the director of this program. She's invited us to be there, so we'll be there with our camera and film it, and you can see it on Saturday. Again, it's We Honor You, the 4th grade patriotic music program will be performed on Friday, March the 3rd at 1:45 in the afternoon at the Carrymore Auditorium at Muleshoe High School. Thanks so much to Susan White for telling us about that program. You are invited. She invited us as well, and we'll be there to film it, and we'll have that up on our website, muleshoetv.com, on Saturday, March the 4th. Well, we hate to inform you, but the Lady Mules ended their basketball season last week, and they lost in the area round of playoffs, losing to the Idalou girls 83-34. And they had a good run and a good season. The Lady Mules, some of them were named to first team All-District 3-3A for the girls basketball first team. Number 14, Aaliyah Sanchez. She's a senior for the Lady Mules. Number 20, Araceli Diaz, a senior. And number 12, Kylie Hernandez, a senior. Honorable mention team included number 32, Kendra Kelly, who is a senior as well for the Lady Mules. So congratulations on a great 2022-2023 basketball season for the Lady Mules. Again, they lost last week in the area round of playoffs to Idalou 83-34. The Mules did not make the playoffs this season. They came in 6th place in District 3-3A. Well, here's some more sports action that's going on now as we really head into the spring months and the spring sports. Today, on Thursday, February the 23rd, JV Mules will be in action. In baseball, they are playing in Abernathy. The varsity Mules are in Tulia. Softball for the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, are playing in a tournament in Levelland. Tomorrow on Friday, February 24th, the Benny Douglas Stadium will be hosting the Mule Relays. Track meet will be in action, so that will be lots of activity at the schools tomorrow on Friday as the Mule Relays will take place. JV baseball will be in action as well in Abernathy, and of course softball in Levelland. As we mentioned, on Saturday, MHS Robotics will have a regional competition. Then JV baseball will be in Abernathy. Varsity baseball will be in Tulia at 2:30, and again softball in Levelland. So good luck to softball, baseball, and track as they all have activities in the next 3 days, and good luck to the MHS Robotics team as they will be in action at the regional competition. Well, we appreciate you allowing me to be gone the past 2 weeks as I turned over taking care of Mom to my brothers, and Peyton was here 1 week and Grayson the next week, and I went to North Carolina to see my favorite band play for 3 nights in Durham, and then spent some time coming home with some friends in Southern Illinois. And it's nice to be back home taking care of Mom. She's in a little worse shape than when I left her, so please keep Mom on your prayer list today. Megan Reynolds, she is suffering with dementia and is under hospice care here at home. Something we missed last month, but we want to make sure and mention it to you now, is that Kyle Atwood, a MHS graduate who has for the last, I believe, 5 years been the athletic director at Alice Independent School District and the head football coach, is leaving his role there after being hired for the same position at Holiday ISD. Holiday ISD is a 3A school, Division II, in the Wichita Falls area, so he'll be quite lot closer to home, and I'm sure both of his mother and father are happy to have him closer to home there in the Wichita Falls area. Of course, Alice is way, way down in South Texas, and he is leaving Alice after 6 years, at the helm as the athletic director there in South Texas. Looking at his career, KRIS 6 News Corpus Christi put together a little career retrospective of Kyle Atwood, what he's done so far, which includes beginning at Alice ISD in 2007 when he was hired by current Gregory Portland head coach Brent Davis. The Coyotes went 12-1, 7-0 in 2008, which was Alice's best season in 23 years. Throughout his 5 years as an assistant, Kyle Atwood served as the special teams coordinator, receivers coach, and boys head track and field coach. In 2012, he stepped into his role as the athletic director and head football coach at Grape Creek ISD, where he served for 5 years. During his tenure at Grape Creek, Atwood managed to put together 2 winning seasons for the first time in school history. He also led Grape Creek to the program's first appearance in the playoffs in 2014 and then again in 2016. In March 2017, Atwood accepted the athletic director head football coach position. In his return to Alice, he led Alice to 4 playoff appearances and had a 35-29 record in 6 seasons with the Coyotes, and now he's leaving Alice to go to Holiday ISD, which is in the Wichita Falls area, and they again are a UIL Class 3A Division II school, and we're sure that his parents here in the Muleshoe area are much happier to have him so much closer to home. So congratulations to Kyle Atwood on the new job at Holiday ISD as their head football coach and athletic director. Make sure and join us every Sunday. We live stream at 11 a.m. the First Baptist Church in their Sunday morning worship services. We understand the last couple Sundays the audio was very low. We found they found the problem there within the up in the balcony in basically the live streaming studio at First Baptist. The problem has been fixed, and so we should get back to normal sound starting this Sunday. Our services from First Baptist will start at MuleshoeTV.com, our front page, and under the First Baptist tab as well at 11 a.m. And it will be the full service, which will include the sermon by Dr. Stacy Connor, which is Looks Good, Tastes Good, But It Isn't Good. Genesis 2:15 through 17, 3, 1 through 7. So look for that message. Looks good, tastes good, but it isn't good, by Dr. Stacy Connor, this coming Sunday from the First Baptist Church in their live stream on the front page of our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Also going on at First Baptist here in Muleshoe, mark down that they have set their Vacation Bible School dates. It'll be June 5th through the 8th. The kickoff will be June the 4th, so mark that down on your calendar. Coming up this summer, one of the first things will be VBS at First Baptist Church, June 5th through 8th. They will have their D Now program the weekend of March 3rd through 5th for teenagers. D Now is only a couple weeks away. You can talk with Hunter Brown at First Baptist Church, 272-4224, and let him know if you're planning on attending. It's $40 per student, and again, this is for teenage students. The D Now weekend, March 3rd through 5th at First Baptist Church. Also going on at every Sunday we carry the delayed audio services from the First United Methodist, it's not the First United Methodist Church anymore. It's the Muleshoe Methodist Church, as they recently joined the Global Methodist denomination and changed their name. Again, it's the Muleshoe Methodist Church. And every week going on at the Muleshoe Methodist Church here in Muleshoe, they have a ladies' Bible study Monday mornings at 9 a.m., a men's Bible study 6 in the evening every Tuesday, a noon Bible study Calvary on Thursday, again at noon. And then their Sunday school programs begin at 10 a.m. every Sunday. The worship service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday with their minister, Dave. It's Dave Maccabee, who is now at the First United, or at the Muleshoe Methodist Church. And then later on, every Sunday afternoon, you can go to our website, muleshoetv.com, click on the Muleshoe Methodist link at the top of the page, and we will have every Sunday full service up, the audio available for you to listen to. Also, we carry the Calvary Baptist Church and their full Sunday services, including the messages by Brother Jeff Kaufman, and they are gearing up for their biggest event on their calendar, which is their missions conference at Calvary Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. Mark it down on your calendar. Everyone is invited. It will be March the 31st through April the 2nd at Calvary Baptist Church, their missions conference. So good luck to them for a big one. On the prayer list here in the Muleshoe area, please remember Pee Wee Estrada and Jerry Bruton, a new resident at our Parkview. Remember Cleta Robertson on your prayer list, and Cyrus Dell, Rodney Alanis, Terry Kemp, Mike Sladen, Myrna Royal, Richard Kaufman, Joe and Leela Copley, Renee Copley, Roby Kelton, Bernie Martz. Eddie Morris needs to be on your prayer list today, along with Missy Spratlin and Carol Walsh. Keep Mom Megan Reynolds on your prayer list today, please. Also, Cliff Black and Betty Ennis, Tom and Linda Watson, Tyrone Clements, Olivia Barrera, John Blackwell, Dorothy Wire, Kearney Scoggin, Marjorie Morgan. Remember Betty Noble on your prayer list today, Ruby Green. Keep on your prayer list today as well Terry Byers, Gabby Stone, Tina Costilla, Bertha and Larry Combs. Remember those families grieving the recent loss of a loved one, which include Junior Mills. Remember the family of James Meeson, along with the family of Orlando Martyr. The family of Bertha Flores needs to be on your prayer list today, as well as the family of Elaine Marie Phillips. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News on this February the 23rd, 2023, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Roddy loves tractors. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Roddy Peoples of Addison grew up on a farm near Mahia.
Our farm was out at Tawakana, which is 4 or 5 miles west of Mahia. But I went to high school in Mahia, went to grade school 8 years in Tawakana, a little 4-room school. We had 4 different teachers, though, one for each 2 grades.
His first job was driving a tractor.
I love tractors and farm machinery more than the animal side of it. We had cattle and sheep and hogs in the very beginning, but mostly it ended up with cattle. But I had a lot of fun with tractors. I was driving a tractor by myself when I was 8 years old. I've always wanted to drive a full-size bulldozer. There was a company here in Dallas that had started what they call Extreme Sandbox. And they had a couple of large bulldozers, 2 or 3 front-end loaders, and you could go out there and pay them a fee, which my sweet wife gave me for my birthday, So I made a reservation, went out there, and spent an hour on a bulldozer, and I had a ball. I dug me a big, long trench and then turned around and filled it in with the bulldozer all by myself.
Roddy had a career as a farm broadcaster. Once when Art Linkletter was in town, Roddy went to see the famous man.
That was fun. He was a really nice guy. I wanted to see if I could get an interview with Art Linkletter because of his interest in agriculture in Australia and Nevada. I did find out that all you needed to do was ask him one question, and you had a 20-minute interview, because he loved to talk about that and could talk at length about it, you know. Our son Rick was with us, and he was about 10 or 11 then. He says, Mr. Linkletter, I've seen you interviewing these kids on TV all these years. Could I make an interview with you? And Art Linkletter says, well, of course you can. I had my little Sears and Roebuck recorder there, and I started it up, and Rick grabbed the microphone and started talking to Art Linkletter, and they carried on about a 10 or 12-minute conversation, but I realized as they were doing it towards the end that the batteries were dying in the recorder. And so I don't have that interview. I would love to have that, and so would Rick. That's one of those things that happens to you in the broadcast business.
Roddy Peoples of Addison. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.